In the last lesson, we went over the root notes of each chord for the 12-bar blues, so just the bass notes. Now I want to introduce you to the idea of a turnaround. This happens at the very end of the progression, and it helps us go back to the beginning, because 12 bars is only going to take us through maybe 20-30 seconds of music at best. So if we have a turnaround, it allows us to finish and then loop straight back to the beginning. So at the moment, in the last lesson, we learned A, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4, A, then to D, 2, 3, 4, D, back to A, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4, E, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4, A. And that last A in the 12th bar has kind of a finality to it. So in fact, when we do finish the entire song, we'll finish on that A. But if we want to keep looping, we're going to actually go back to an E chord. So, making sure my E is in tune for you. The E has an effect in music where it wants to go back to the A. So it helps it turn around and go back to the beginning. That's why it's called the turnaround. So have a listen. I'll play the chords and I'll call out the chords as we go and listen to how it sounds when we go in the 12th bar. We play an E instead of an A. So 1, 2, now 1, 2, 3, 4. The D. E. D. A. Here's the E. And we're back to the beginning. So that E really helps us cycle back to the beginning, and it sounds good. So let's practice now just understanding and feeling that turnaround. So to be clear, we use this turnaround, that E in the 12th bar, when we want to keep going. But when we finish a song, we're going to just play A at the end. So we can interchange those two chords depending on what we want to do. So let's now play it through twice. The first time we're going to put in E in the 12th bar, so we have the turnaround. And the second time we're going to finish the song all together and we'll just play an A. So I'll call them out as we go along. You play the bass notes along with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. A, 2, 3, 4. A, 2, 3, 4. And A, 2, 4. A, 2, D. Now D, 2, 3, 4. And D, 2, 3, 4. A, 2, 3, 4. A, 2, 3, 4. E, 2, 3, 4. D, 2, 3, 4. A, turn around and E, 2, back to A. A, 2, 3, 4. A, 2, 3, 4. A, 2, 3, 4. A, now to D, and D, 2, 3, 4. D, 2, back to A. A, 2, 3, 4, and A, 2, 3. E, E, 2, 3, 4. D, 2, 3, 4. A, finish the song on A. Good. So that's the turnaround. And it's a relatively simple concept, but it really is going to help you make the song, the 12-bar blues, keep flowing all the way through to the end. So let's do this now. I want you to play those bass notes again. We're going to go through it 3 times. I'm going to play the chords, and I want you to do the turnaround twice, and on the final time, we're going to end on A. So I'll call out the chords the first time, the second time not, I want you to hear it, and the third time I'll call out the ending. So 3 times through the whole progression. 1, 2, 3, 4. A, going to D now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to A. E, D, A, turn around, E, back to the top. Turn around. finish now. A, and we finish on that A. So that's the turnaround. It's a very simple concept, but an important one to understand and to get familiar with as we interchange that last chord.